I've been in jail before. On two separate occasions, I have had encounters with the police and been arrested. This is my only two ever, but they have both been recent. You know, I'm 26 years old, and other than recently, I have never had any run-ins with the police. But these were the first run-ins where I was actually arrested, both times. First time I was out in Madison Heights, called me furniture shopping of all things, and I'm an open carry pistol owner, right? A lot of people don't know that. You know, if you don't see me in person, you wouldn't know that. I've never been a flashy cat. It's never been me. You know, pictures of my gun on Facebook and corny shit like that. Nah, unnecessary. That completely defeats the purpose. Or at least that's just my way of thinking on it. It is what it is. My baby mama actually called me, right? Hey, I need you to come get the kids from school. Woo. All right, cool. So as I'm talking to her, my gun is on my hip, and I take it, and I really just wasn't thinking. Maybe I wasn't thinking enough. I don't know, but I take it and I throw it in the glove compartment because I'm on the phone with her talking about the kids. So I throw the whole thing in the glove compartment, and then the gun owner would tell you that's bad. That's bad news. Never. Like, I don't have my CPL, and we'll get into why I don't already have it. We'll definitely get into that, but yeah, I'm open carry. And open carry means it has to be visible at all times. So throwing it in that glove compartment, bad news, out the gate. So I leave up out of there, and I'm driving, and dog flicked me. Now initially, I was upset about that. I was very upset about that because I felt like I was pulled over for being a black man in a decent car in a white neighborhood. But come to find out, there actually was some shit wrong with my brakes. That is what he told the judge later on down the line. This is why I flicked him, and come to find out that shit was true. But in the moment, it seemed like they were just fucking with me for no reason. Didn't even read me my rights. Nah, y'all on some bullshit. But anyway, you know, he come up to the car, you know, obviously, license and registration. And I never understood why police officers take so long to come up to the car. They pull you over and then they wait 5-10 minutes to even come up to the fucking car. So you sitting there and your heart is beating fast and you sweating bullets. Offer them to come and say license and registration. Now he comes and he says, you know, where your credentials at? And I start to reach for the glove compartment to get the shit out, but the gun is in the glove compartment. What do? You know, my train of thought was, and it was two little young cops. You tell they was young. They hadn't been doing this shit too long. And my train of thought was, these niggas not about to shoot me. Niggas not about to shoot me. I'd have pulled that glove compartment down to grab license or registration or whatever. They'd have seen that gun and that motherfucker was loaded. They'd have shot me. Not going on like that. I got too much shit to do out here, so no. So me being the good Samaritan that I am, I go ahead and I tell dog, hey man, listen, I am a registered gun owner. The gun is in the glove compartment, but it is mine. It was purchased by me. The registration is in here, but it is in the glove compartment. And no, I do not have my CPL. Hindsight, looking back, I probably shouldn't have done that because I gave them the opportunity and I gave them the pull to be able to search my vehicle. I never had to do that. But my thought was, I'm not getting shot out here today. It was like a Wednesday. It was like 3 p.m. Like, no, there's no way, no fucking way, right? So I let dog do his search and whatever. And they take me, right? And they do everything possible to make you as uncomfortable back there as they can. You know, this is probably a couple of weeks before the pandemic really hit us hard. Like, it was widely known that people were getting sick and needed to do something about it. But at this point in time, everything's still open. Courthouses are still open. Restaurants, the gyms, bars, like everything is still open at this point. So the arrest was just a normal arrest. They touching you and shit and they frisking you and shit, and they put the tight ass handcuffs on you. They throw you in that little ass back seat, like dog driving over potholes and shit. He flicked me on the E-way. So he stopped traffic and had to bust a whole Michigan U. We all know what the Michigan U is. A whole Michigan U on the freeway just to get me up off that motherfucker. The ride itself was very, very bleak. Took my ass to jail, man. Took me to jail. You get there and they fingerprint. Now again, this is my first for real arrest. So they get you there, they mugshot you, they fingerprint you, they make sure you get your ass in the system. And initially they threw me in my own little cell. You get in the cell and it's tiny, of course, and no window. There's a big ass glass, but it's almost like two-way glass. You can't really see yourself. You can't really see anything other than yourself. You can see shadows and you can see another figure, right? It's almost looking into the next cell across. So you can see a figure, you can see a shadow almost, but you really aren't looking at anything other than yourself. So you're looking at that, and then right up under that there's a heating grate. I don't know why that's down there, because it was cold as hell in there. And then there's your little bed or whatever, but it's not so much as a bed, so much as this almost like a concrete like lift on the floor. It's a couple feet up the floor, and then you got your little mat. This is in Madison Heights. So of course they gotta feed you a couple times a day. But you know, me, I told myself I wasn't eating shit in there. You feel me? That was the real nigga in me. I'm not eating anything over here. So I didn't eat nothing, I didn't drink nothing, whatever. But the first time around, I was only in there a day and a half. So roughly a little under 48 hours. So probably like 36 hours. I probably like that the first time. But before they started to go to arraign me, they finally did throw me in this one little cell with this other cat. And dog in there for a DUI or something crazy. He was coming from out of town or something like that. Dude in there fucked up. Like, he's so drunk. And when you come in there on a DUI and shit like that, it's not really about you being arraigned. It's not you talking to a detective. Them releasing you was more about how quickly you sober up. Once they breathalyze you and your BAC come back, your blood alcohol content, if that shit not where they feel like you need to be there, not gonna let you go. You need to sober up to the point where they feel like you gonna be able to get wherever the hell you need to be, right? And they wasn't gonna let dog go. Anyway, and long story short, you know, I go see the judge and I get up out of there. Then the pandemic shit hit, right? So I think I only went to one physical court date, but everything after that was like Zoom shit. But got it situated. I was charged with a CCW, carrying a concealed weapon. They pleaded it down to a misdemeanor, and I paid them a little bit. I think I had to pay them $750. Paid them their bread, bought them my time, right? So fast forward 7 months, and I go purchase another gun because it's time. Now, I know now that I probably could have went and got my first gun back, but I was so distraught about being locked up and everything that came after that, I wasn't even thinking about that. I didn't need it back. I didn't want it back. I didn't give a fuck, man. Whatever, y'all can keep it. It is what it is. So I got up out of there and I let that be what it was. This time, nah, whatever. So I go low key. I went in there just to ask a question. I was iffy on it all together. So I go in there. I'm like, hey, dog, listen. I gave him the rundown. Told him how it all went. And he was like, look, man, we either gonna ring your name and it come back as red, or we gonna ring your name and you come back as a weight, basically. And they was gonna ring your name through some other bigger, further database, and you was gonna have to wait 7 days. You know, these are the options. In we're not gonna know until we do it. Boom, let's do it. So he runs my name, and it take maybe 15 minutes. You feel me? And he's like, Mr. Gary, yo. It's like, yeah, you good? Excuse me. He's like, yeah, man, you squeaky clean. Excuse me, squeaky clean. I pulled my mask off. Like, who? Squeaky clean? He's like, yeah. I'm like, that's crazy. He's like, that's crazy. I'm like, no. Like, wait, no, I ain't no gang banging ass criminal, nothing crazy like that. But I just wasn't expecting that. So in that moment, boom, I purchased my firearm. Purchased the second one. Thank you. Now, I had this one roughly a week, maybe a little longer than a week. And this past Friday, I get up and I literally just got all my equipment for the YouTube channel. I've been buying shit slowly but surely, and I've been doing my little podcast or whatever, but I knew I wanted to migrate into YouTube as well. I'm gonna do both, right? So I finally had got all of my YouTube shit. So during the whole pandemic, I've been cutting my own hair. My hair been fire, actually. Facts. My wave's still banging. Everybody want to know how my wave's still banging. I've been cutting my own hair. True story. I ain't went to a barbershop in a minute. But because I finally got all the shit and I have decided this is what I'm gonna do, my mind was like, okay, let me go get my first professional haircut so I can start doing my YouTube shit. And hindsight is a fickle thing. It's a funny thing. Because there's always so many different things that you could have done to not be in the situations that we be in. But you don't have those thoughts until it be too late. I get up, I go about my day or whatever. I get situated and shit, and I step outside and it's cold. It was cooler that day. It's probably 11:30. It's cool. It's chilly. I'm like, damn. All right. I'm gonna throw a jacket on. So I get dressed, throw the gun on, feel me? Throw it on the hip, throw my little jacket on. I'm out and about, I'm ready. I stopped at a barbershop closer to where I stay. They were closed. I stopped at another one that I know about closer to where I stay. It was closed. Now I'm kind of closer to where my baby mama stay at this point. So I stop over there. I see my kids, her kid is back in town, so I stop over here and I'm kicking it with them. I show them love real quick. And I'm like, you know what? I'll be back. I'm trying to get my haircut. I'm just trying to get my haircut still, right? I need some gas. So I stop at the gas station. I get out, and it's this bum. Yo, nephew, give me some chicken. I'm at the gas station on Harbor and Casual where my nigga Detroit Chris Brown be. You feel me? Y'all gotta know where Detroit Chris Brown be. That nigga be out there tweaking. So, yeah, I'm right there, bro. I'm right there. Nah, big dog. Nah. I'm not gonna fuck with no chicken. But I see what I can do for you. So I stand in line, and I'm only going this in depth in the story because again, hindsight is 2020. I stopped at 2 barbershops, Baby Mama's, and a gas station. I get in here, a homegirl in the gas station doing her she playing the numbers. She taking all fucking day. Niggas like, damn, shorty man, what the... I'm sitting there like, yo, this homegirl was taking forever. Whatever. I get up there, I took a 20 out, 15 on pump 2, went outside and I give homie $5. Go get your own chicken, brother. I jump back on the pump. It's a black LeSabre pulling past me, and these niggas is parking. These dirty ass, tattooed face ass niggas, and they staring at me. You feel me? They staring at me, so I'm looking back at them. But I mean, I'm piped up, so I whatever. Pause. But yeah, I ain't, you feel me? Whatever. So I'm, yeah, all right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so focused on them that I don't realize the owner of the G station had popped out and now he arguing with this bum. That same bum I done gave this money to for his chicken. So I finished pumping, I put it up, and I don't realize the police done whipped the bum. They behind me. They didn't park to where I won't be able to back out. But again, I'm looking here and I'm kind of listening here, so I'm not even paying them any attention. And I ain't thinking they pulling up for me, right? So I walk behind the car. And they whip up. I'm like, yo, y'all niggas. They pulled up so close to me. I'm like, damn, y'all, fuck. So I keep on walking. I'm about to get in the car. Homie pop right on now. Yo, you got a CPL for that? CPL? I said, no, nigga, I'm open carry. Yo, you got a CPL for that? I said, no, nigga, I'm open carry. Long story short, they arrest me. Throw my ass back in the back seat. Ma'am, what am I under arrest for? Sir, you had a jacket on. Your jacket was covering your firearm. CCW, carrying concealed. And I was so mad at first, like, man, get the like, it obviously was big enough and demonstrative enough to where y'all seen it to fuck with me, but y'all couldn't have just said, yo, man, because it was open. Like, I had a jacket on, but it was open, and it wasn't fully covering it, but it was covering it, so technically, CCW. I let my cousin come get my whip. Whatever. Taking me back to jail, baby. But this, Madison Heights was like, it was almost like, okay, look, listen, if you go to jail, this is what jail might be like. The second time, and this is long after the pandemic, this is we smack dab in the middle of it now. So apparently anywhere you get arrested right now, they take you down to the Detroit Detention Center, the one that's on Mile. So no matter where you get arrested at, that's where the fuck they take you. And let me tell you, this shit was jail. That shit was do better. This shit was like, yeah, nigga, you in jail. It wasn't life. It was not life. Now, being at the DDC was something completely different. Cause black people don't do shit right, and black people don't do shit on time. It's just never how it go. Get up in here, and the first thing they do is throw your ass in the cell by yourself, or at least that's how they did me. Threw me in there in the cell by myself, and yeah, we'll catch you in a little while. Okay. So they throw me in the cell. Probably 8-9 hours. I'm in there by myself. Cool. This cell something different though. Something different. You walk in here, and it is a little window. It's a little window overlooking the little yard outside. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. And there's nothing else in here. There is a toilet. That is it. There ain't no little concrete bed. None of that. Ain't no mat. None of that, son. It is a room with a window. Okay. So that's what it was. Then they moved me to this other cell with this one cat. It was an older dude. I don't know what he was in there for. I didn't even talk to that nigga. It was what it was. And ironically, just as much as I was in there because I had that jam jacket on, the jacket is essentially what saved me while I was locked up. No blankets, none of that. So the jacket was my pillow, it was my blanket, it was everything I needed it to be. The jacket was a Swiss Army knife up in there. You feel me? Like, nigga, if you ain't had no jacket, you was fucked up in there. Factual. So eventually, and I don't know if I mentioned it the first time, when you locked up like this, when you in these little holding cells, they keep the lights on the entire time. No matter what time it is, the lights is on the whole time. I don't want you to know what time it is. I want your internal clock to be as fucked up as possible, and it's going to be that way. So when they finally come get me, I have no idea what time it is, but now they come to get me to process me. So they take me down, and they fingerprint me again, and they give me another mugshot, and then they give you this bracelet, this colored bracelet, depending on the extent of your charge. Now I'm in here again, CCW. I get a red bracelet. My bracelet is a felony bracelet. Damn. Okay. So after they process you, now they throw you in the bullpen. Bullpen probably 15 motherfuckers strong, 15 niggas deep. And these motherfuckers already, these niggas been in the bullpen for hours already. So they already got a rapport with each other. You feel me? I'm the new nigga in the bullpen. I walk on there and I ain't got shit to say. I'm chilling. Then they say, hey brother, what you in for? CC Dub. Every nigga in that bitch is in there on the CCW. I don't know what was going on this past weekend, but niggas was strapped up. Everybody in that motherfucker was in there for a CCW. Literally, I think one other person was in there. He was in there for like whooping on this girl or something. Some crazy shit. I can't call it. I ain't gonna touch on all that. But pretty much the CCW was what was popping at the time. Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's what it is. And it just was such an awful fucking dog. It was such an awful fucking experience. Like, let's say, and at this time I'm new and I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't know how this shit is going to work. But I later learned right around 9 p.m. they brought these mats out to you, right? And you got to sleep on your little mat. Everybody got one, and you got to pick your little spot, and that's what it was. You got your mat. But at 6 a.m. they came back to get the motherfuckers. So any bit of time in between that, no mat. So again, the jacket came in handy. Trust me, believe me, it did. So you either found your little spot on the floor, or it was these 5 like benches in there. So you either, you know, some niggas laid across a little bench spot this motherfucking wide, maybe this wide. So, you know, I'm 212 pounds. Then a little bitty bench like this one gonna do shit for me? No way. I kind of needed the flow, man. It was what it was. But these niggas in there arguing over the benches and shit. You know, I grew up on 6 Mile. 6 Mile and McNichols. You know, I lived around the corner from Brenda Scott and Von Steuben, Osborne. Like, I'm familiar with that area. That's the hood for me. Like, that's the hood. But then I went to SC, obviously. So Warren, Cashew, Mac, Jefferson, Goethe. Like, I'm familiar with that area too. These niggas talked about hoods and gangs and shit that I had never fucking heard of. And I grew up over there, back near 6 Mile and 7 Mile. These niggas, this shit was crazy. It was niggas was really super duper gang affiliated in that motherfucker. And it was, this shit was crazy. I'm talking about, nigga, the niggas is in there arguing with niggas and other bullpens and other pods because they feel like other niggas ain't gang affiliated enough, or they feel like niggas is perpetrating their gangs and shit. Niggas is really ready to risk it all and lose it all for this shit. Y'all niggas can have it. This shit was absurd. It's niggas in this bitch singing and shit. These niggas arguing and getting into it, bro. We all locked up, and y'all niggas is arguing and getting into it and trying to get at each other, and we is locked in a fucking big ass 15-man cell together. But if y'all niggas don't cut this shit out, man, it's all night too, all night. But again, you don't know what time it is, so you don't even know what the fuck all night mean at this point. You have no idea what that even means. Man, that shit was awful. These motherfuckers give you two or three sandwiches a day, and the motherfuckers was either, the shit basically was mystery meat. Man, I ain't no motherfucking mystery meat sandwich. They was giving you these motherfucking sandwiches, and then this shit called lemon drink. Man, I'm not drinking no lemon concoction, my nigga. I'm smooth, super smooth. So again, I decided I ain't eating and or drinking shit. No way, no fucking way. Now, when they initially arrested me, they took me to some other spot and let me talk to a detective first. Apparently, that's the first part of the process when you went to DDC. And that was cool. The detectives basically told me, you know, this shit ain't that big of a deal and you'll be in there 1 to 2 days. That's what I was told. Bet. Cool, I'll take it. And them niggas kept me the full 3. Easy money. Motherfuckers then found a ticket from 2017. Like, so I had to go to traffic court and then, you know, felony court. And because of that, kept me the whole 72. Niggas kept me even longer. You feel me? Once I finally got around all the bullshit that was going on being locked up in there and got arraigned. I got arraigned at 11:30 Sunday, 11:30. Cause like I said, wherever you get arrested at, this is where they're taking you regardless. So it's so full in that motherfucker. These motherfuckers was doing weekend court 9. Any nigga that was locked up before, no, they don't do weekend court. You get booked on a Friday, you locked up for the fucking weekend. If I didn't have that little traffic bullshit, I'd have been out before that. But because I had to do both, they kept me for the full 72. So I had to do the felony court and shit, and it was whack, but whatever. You know, I did that shit at 11:30. The motherfuckers didn't release me. Oh my god, the motherfuckers, it took all day. It was, oh god, that shit, dog, that shit was steep, man. That shit was so steep. Just every day, and every day they would bring somebody new into the pod and shit. So one person would leave, one new person would come in. One person would leave, one new person would come in. So niggas would be like, big fella, man, you gonna last day 1 and shit. Yeah, I'm a last nigga. I'm not eating this shit. You want this sandwich is yours, my nigga. Man, day 2, big fella, you gonna last? I'm very much gonna last. I'm not fucking with this. No, nigga, you want my lemon drink, fam? It's all you. It's all you. I'm good. I literally didn't eat anything, drink anything. I didn't even drink the water in that bitch for 3 days. When I finally got up out of there, I was told I was going through ketosis. So my taste buds was fucked up. I couldn't even taste shit. I was so far gone because I hadn't eaten or drank shit for 3 days. But I've been in jeans 3 straight days, my nigga. Because, see, in Madison Heights, they let you keep your clothes, but they take your kicks. They took the shoestrings out my ones. They took the shoestrings out of my ones. They take any strings you can say. I had a Nike jacket on. They took the strings of my Nike jacket or whatever. But they essentially let you keep your clothes. Whatever. And same thing with the DDC. It's pretty much the same deal. But DDC take all your shit. They take everything outside of your clothes. They take everything. And again, this shit was a blessing and it was a curse. If you was a nigga that had a jacket or a hoodie or something like that, you pretty much had this was armor knife for the whole time. But it was literally niggas walking around that bitch that had no socks and no shoes on. Niggas that had on flip flops and shit. Like, it was steep, man. It was steep. I was sitting in that motherfucker and I found myself thinking, dog, this must be what jail is like. This must be what jail is like. Like, damn, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. There was this one cat. I was like, it was cool, and we was all in there. We was the niggas I was in the pod with. We kind of was all in there together for so long that we did kind of all hit it off or whatever. Pause. That sound iffy, but. And this one cat who was super duper gang affiliated. I ain't name dropping or nothing like that, but he gets into it with this other cat in the pod across from us. And dog telling him like, bro, we in the same gang. Dog, no, we not, nigga. Blah, 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 whatever. So when it comes time to get a rain, they come get me, and they come get dog that's in the pod with me. Shh. Yes, and came that motherfucker Gary here. Fuck you, here, nigga. I'm up out of here. Yes, come get me, son. So. They take me and dog to this other pod so we could wait to get a rain because it was obviously video judging and shit, so we waiting on them. Why they go get my mans from the other pod that this nigga is beefing with and stick this nigga in the cell with us? My mans who was in the pod with me is immediately on tip, nigga. So yeah, it was you, man. What's all that shit you was talking about? Blah, with you. Listen, bro. Listen. I understand. We all in a very tense situation. Shit is real, bro. I get it. I don't know about y'all. I don't know about you. I gotta get the fuck out of here, okay? Like, I gotta get the fuck up out of here, bro. So, what I need both of you ignorant ass niggas to do, and at this point, we all telling these niggas this shit. We done all been in this bitch coming up on 72 hours. Niggas is ready to go, okay? Whatever it is, bro, y'all niggas, man, take care of that shit when we get up out this motherfucker. But right now, you gotta get the fuck out of here. And even the CEO like, yeah, bro, listen, I'm gonna let y'all niggas do what y'all gonna do, and we gonna hit y'all niggas with another charge. So I ain't stepping in the middle of shit. Do what you gonna do. And he locks the door. Motherfuckers. Oh my God. So I'm telling buddy ass, bro, you gotta chill, my nigga. Like, you look, listen. Gotta get the fuck out of here. Do whatever you gonna do. Whatever you gotta do, but do that shit when we get up out of here, bro. I'm literally playing peacemaker to two niggas I do not know in games I am not involved in at all. But in my mind, nigga, I have to go. Y'all can do whatever y'all want to do, bro. Do whatever you want to do. And I kind of got cool with the niggas, so I did feel like it was my place to tell the nigga, bro, you not even thinking straight. We have to get out of here, bro. Like, we gotta get out of here. And the rooms that we needed to go into for the video arraignment was so close. The judges could hear all of this shit that's going on. These niggas yelling and bickering and shit. And my man's like, bro, I'm gonna let y'all niggas do what y'all gonna do, bro. And ain't nobody going home. Ain't nobody going home. Shit. Yeah, alright. No, man. These niggas is not going home. I'm up out of here, man. No, I'm good, bro. I'm good. And it's funny because once motherfuckers process me. They process me. They finally like, yeah, Gary, you going home. Much love. Appreciate it. I get down. Me and this same nigga who I just had to talk down from this goddamn fight with some other nigga. And they lose all my belongings. My phone, my shoestrings, my earrings, my watch, my dog tags, everything. My belt, they lose it all. So everybody else is gone, and I gotta sit here longer because they done lost all my fucking belongings, even though it's a tag that they give you. When they bag your shit up, you gotta sign for it. It's a tag they give you. You gotta give them the tag, and they gonna match the tag up and bring your shit up. They done lost my shit, so I'm sitting in here longer. Nigga like, yeah, man, you know, your ride out there, hopefully you don't miss it. My ride? Who need a ride? I'm up the street, baby. I'm walking home. Like, I got up out of there. Motherfuckers like, yo, fam, come no fuck y'all niggas. I'm walking. I walked to the crib. We've had jeans on 3 days and then decided you was gonna walk any amount of way. Steep. I have on these nice ass white, like orange and blue ones. You feel me? They all white, but you know that inner sole is orange and blue. And it's funny because the bitch that arrested me was like, yeah, these some pretty ones. They ain't gonna be pretty no more. Bitch! Dog, oh my God. That shit is an experience, bro. It is an experience, my nigga. Be legal out here, bro. Do right out here, bro. It ain't even worth it. It is not worth being locked up in there. Like, especially not in this pandemic shit, bro. Like we in this pandemic shit, and they got 15 niggas in the same pod, son. Probably 200, 300 niggas all using and sleeping on these same mats. They rotating these bitches, and that's what they doing the whole time, because they rotating these bitches between all these fucking people and have ass wiping them down and shit, bro. Like the nigga, they make you do the COVID test while you in there, and then dog come down, he say, man, shit, yeah, 2 to 3 days, go ahead and get tested again. Y'all niggas know y'all ain't right up in here, bro. It ain't life, man. It's not life, bro. Do better. I know I got to. I'm not, no more CC Dubs, my nigga. No more CCW. I'm going to get my strap back. I'm going to get my strap back for sure. Moral of the story, 96 hours later, jail ain't for me, baby. Jail is not for me, son. It's not for me, and not for no amount of money, not for no amount of beef, for no woman, and none of that, bro. It ain't it. It ain't worth it. That's it. You feel me? It's my first little crack at this whole YouTube shit, man, and we gonna keep it up. I'm gonna keep up my podcast for the motherfuckers that don't want to do the visual shit, but for the motherfuckers that might be a hands-on or visual learner, we gonna do this too. We're gonna do it both. And that's where we at. I appreciate the motherfuckers watching and listening. And for the motherfuckers that's not, alright.